to Srinagar. On behalf of the captain and the entire crew, it is our pleasure to welcome you to the heart of Kashmir.
We were fortunate to have visited Kashmir in all 3 seasons. Once in summer, then in autumn, and finally in winter. Each time we returned with more than just memories. This is not merely a travelogue. It is a document of 3 journeys. Through seasons, through silence, through snow. A tribute to a land that feels like a prayer. These are memories of another day in paradise, where beauty does not ask to be seen, only to be felt. Doodh Patri. Wide, open, and quietly endless. Green meadows, a river flowing like milk, and a stillness that doesn't ask for attention. Here, nothing tries to impress you. It simply lets you be. Winter in Gulmarg felt like walking through snow. A living postcard. Every color seemed brighter, every breath deeper. As the poet Hakim Mansoori once said, when the scent of snow-kissed blossoms arrives, what more could one ask for?
हलवा हलवा चिकर 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 हलवा हलवा पिन्ने हलवा पिन्ने हलवा पिन्ने हलवा हलवा पिन्ने हलवा पिन्ने हलवा पिन्ने हलवा हलवा पिन्ने हलवा पिन्ने हलवा पिन्ने
Pahalgam. Here, time learns to slow down. Snow, the river, the wind, everything seems to speak without needing a voice. This place doesn't create memories, it quietly brings them back.
किटवाए कोंजो किटवाए
வேணா கண்ணா கொஞ்சம் எட்டி நில்லே
ஆப்பிள் பழமே கோவை கனியே கொஞ்சம் கொத்தட்டுமா உன்னை
உருட்டு தாடி மீசக்கார நான் ஓடட்டுமா எப்போ
हलवा हलवा पिन्ने हलवा पिन्ने हलवा पिन्ने हलवा
And when you leave Pahalgam, you realize you haven't just moved on. You've left something behind, quietly, somewhere within yourself. Sonmarg in winter. Snow kept falling, soft, steady, unending. The mountains disappeared, and so did everything else. In that white silence, even thought slowed down. Maps don't show the heart of Kashmir. Shahid, our wonderful guide, remarked. So he took us where hearts remember. Razdan Top, and the breathtaking Gores Valley, untouched, timeless, tucked away from the noise of the world. Each place almost seemed to whisper, "Don't just see me, know me." A simple meal on a tin plate, lentils, rice, and a view that tasted like peace. By autumn, the chinar caught fire and the entire land turned to gold. Peer Ki Gali. Here, the mountains seem to pause and breathe. Clouds drift low enough to be touched, and silence settles like a prayer on the wind. Here, the road softens into reverence. The air grows lighter, and serenity feels less like a place, more like a blessing you quietly receive. We lost signal, but found silence. And in that silence, a strange sense of home. A home away from home. Living a beautiful dream. Winter turned everything white. The snow did not fall. It arrived like blessing. Soft, silent, sacred. We threw snow, laughed like children, and forgot the weight of years. The world was white, yet nothing ever felt cold.
Come to Kashmir. Come to Kashmir to see this.
Not the people, not their warmth. Despite fear, despite assumptions, Kashmir welcomed us with snow, with love, with soul.
स्कूल से आ रहे हैं अभी मैं उधर आऊं 2 and 3 say cheese.
At Vular, even silence seemed to breathe. On the way to Zojila, the mountains peak. As we passed Amarnath base camp, they stood watch. But here, at Kargil, they bow their heads. This is where silence is not empty. It echoes with courage. The tricolor flutters at the foot of the Himalayas, not just in pride, but in remembrance. Here, every breeze carries a story of boys who left as sons and stayed back as immortals. Kashmir is not a question. It is a legacy, one written in snow, in soul, and in sacrifice. Lotus leaves drifting like stories, mountains mirrored in still waters. Dal Lake holds the sky like no one else can. We watched life drift by, on boats, in smiles. The water was still, yet somehow it moved us. we did not merely ride a shikara, we floated through a dream. And on Dal Lake, beneath a cold blue sky, we understood Kashmir is not a place you visit. It is a place your soul returns to.
-5 -10 होगा कभी नहीं, -7 है।